What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new, all different Hot Book Alert live. I'm your main man, Mercenaut, coming to you on the ones and the twos. I have two monitors, so there you go. And joining me once again is Mr. Long Short. How you doing?
Hey man, I am good. Good. Happy to be back. Sorry I missed last week, but I was very much out of the country, so was not able to join, but happy to be here tonight. Jet lagged as hell, but ready to go.
That's what I figured, man. So when did? Okay, so where were you?
I was in Paris, Monaco, and Madrid.
Holy crap!
So yeah, I mean, hit up some cool stores in Paris. One that I had missed the last time I was there and had some really good luck at.
Uh-huh.
And there's nothing going on in Monaco for comics. Just can get that right out of your head. Yeah, and then Madrid, I was blown away by in terms of the comic book culture in Madrid. I mean, so many freaking stores. I couldn't. I mean, and they get weird hours over there, so I missed a bunch of them, but I was able to get to a few. And yeah, I came away with some cool stuff. So
I saw. Okay, so I met JD at the Columbus show today.
nice.
So yeah, what's up,
What up?
What's up, Dino?
Dino? What's going on?
Not much, dog. I got the sickness you got, dude.
Oh, really?
I think it's going around everywhere, dude.
You know what? Okay, so here's what happened. Okay, so I missed the show last week. I tell you what. I want to talk to Mr. Longshore. So this is Paris.
Yep. That's the Louvre. I was just I cut through it as I was going to a comic book store.
So this little honey dip right here, she just happened to be in the shot.
Yeah, she was. I think she was doing some like TikToks or something. Like she was posing all over the place. She had some friends shooting her and stuff. So,
all right, look at you, baby. I see you. Okay, so these are some of the books that you found.
Yeah, man. I mean, these special strange books. These are French. These are pretty collectible, and they go for a little bit. But yeah, these are all I forget, between like 8 and 10 euros for some of those, but a lot of them, I probably didn't spend more than 10 or 15 bucks on anything while I was there. A lot of it much less, 3-4 euros. Yeah, some really good. The store that I found these at was the one that I missed the last time I was there.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny because we talked about it. Like there was a cluster of them all around, and for whatever reason I forgot. I just didn't go, and then I hit it up last minute, and I'm glad I found it because they had a ton of good stuff. So, but yeah, digging overseas, man, is an interesting thing for sure. When I was in this store,
okay,
there was a dude in there who had a binder of just comic book covers. And he was looking for me. Like, I don't think he knew anything about covers, but I don't know if somebody just sends him out saying, if you see any of these. So he was just flipping through a binder trying to find comics based on their cover. He had like, I don't know how many are in there, but.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So are the guts are the same as
the covers?
Yeah,
for most of these they are, yeah, but they usually have like, they're probably like 2 issues worth of content in these. Like they're a little bit thicker, so they might have like the first part and the second part.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now, do these go for anything, like say on the American market?
Oh yeah, they do pretty well. I mean, nothing crazy, but more than the whatever I paid for them, £4 or £5, way better than that. I mean, this one, I think I got this one for 15. This Campbell is in the US is tough to get, and yeah, this one you don't see that often either. So these will definitely go. You're not going to get the US version prices, but they go for for more than a little bit.
So this, I've never seen this on an American cover.
Yeah, it does exist. It's Amazing Spider-Man.
Really?
16, something like that.
This is on an American cover.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But-
yeah, it's 16 from like the year 2015 or something like that. I can't
Okay.
remember, but yes, it looks identical, except it says the Amazing Spider-Man on the US one, and this one just says Spider-Man.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Some more Gwenpool.
Yeah. Just happy to find.
So these were all at the same shop.
Yeah, these are all the same. Those were all the same shop when I was in when I was in Paris. And then there was a store. I took a picture of the storefront in Madrid. It was like the coolest freaking store I've ever seen. It was, the guys there were really cool. They couldn't speak English really at all, so you know, make do. But it was basically all Spanish books, but like single issues, like not like graphic novels, and of the time when they came out, like, and they had a whole basement just stacked, and they stacked them and said, we've got, you know, they're basically saying we've got so many books to try to get through here. But I think I've said this before, but in Paris, like, they sell comic books like in these little, you know, where they sell art in the street and stuff, in these little like just set pop-up booths.
Yeah.
They've got tons of comics, so this was there for like, I don't know, a couple bucks. This is in America. It just kind of cracks me up to find Newsies all the way over there.
Yeah, this is interesting here.
I grabbed this for you. I'm sending that to you. I don't know why I saw this. I'm like, I'm sending this to you.
Who is this?
I don't know. I don't know. It was in one of those booths on the side of the street. When I saw it, it screamed your name. So
it looks like an American. I don't want to say, but it looks familiar. Oh wow, beautiful shot.
Yeah, that's the amusement park. I was in Monaco outside my hotel.
They ain't got time for comics in Monaco.
No, I'm sorry. There are no comic books in Monaco. None to be found.
It's like either tits or comics. It's that's the trade. You can't have either. You can't have both.
Yeah, and Monaco is gangsters. You know, that kind of cracks me up. We talked about that G.I. Joe book on Long Story Short like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then it was on the Hot 10 with Stein and McClay.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, like when I saw it there, I just kind of started laughing. I'm like what are the odds that I come to Europe and find this book? And that Grommets.
How much was this G.I. Joe?
10 or 15, something like that. Something like that. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's the cover I'm after now. All right. So, this is beautiful. So where is this?
This is Madrid.
Yeah,
so many freaking Madrid was nuts. Like at midnight, the restaurants are still packed. Like the streets are packed. Like they live late in that freaking city. Like all the stores are still open. It's wild. It's absolutely wild.
Oh my god, that is a McDonald's. This reminds me of so right next door to the Cavs training facility in like right outside of Cleveland in Independence, Ohio. There's a McDonald's. It almost looks like this.
Yeah, I mean that McDonald's is pretty freaking fancy, to be honest with you. It's just Madrid was really cool. The people are cool. It's like super affordable. It's got an awesome vibe to it. I'd never been to Spain before, so it was pretty cool.
Damn.
Did not know what to expect, but exceeded any expectations that I had. Yeah, they had some just like super moderns, but just in the language. So I just snatched up a few of those.
Okay, so they refer to Deadpool as Massacre.
Quite a bit for the Spanish books. I don't know why that's the name they gave him, but
Okay.
even it goes way back. I mean, some of the other ones, but this is the store that was like nothing I'd ever seen before. It was really, it was jam packed. I mean, stacked with books. Very few English, but just like single issues of like shit like this. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I didn't even know they made a Spanish version of this Conan. This is like one of my favorite Conan covers. Like, I didn't even know.
Hold on.
It
Oh
exists.
yeah.
I mean, this was literally
Nice.
$2. The guy charged me $2 for this. Malice, you know, so you know, just I'm just noticing this now. The back there. Yeah, man. That store was really cool. If you ever find yourself in Madrid, go hit that store up, man. And they said they had so many books in their basement that it was more than they had in the store.
This picture reminds me of like the way this store looks. It reminds me of like seeing old photos of like the Moulin Rouge before it was torn down.
I mean, just this picture feels like it was taken in a different time. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it does. Like if you told me it was taken like it was a colorized version of a photo from like the early 1900s, I believe you.
See, I think the other way. I think it looks like AI. Like if I typed in like comic book in Spain and an AI like sent me a picture of it, it'd be like this.
Well, maybe it's referencing this, but I can promise you it's not AI.
No.
There was another store not far from it that was closed it was just called like the Comic Hunter or something, which I guess had a similar sort of inventory, but wasn't able to get in there. So, yeah, man, it was super cool.
That looks freaking beautiful. It looks so dense though. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
it was so freaking packed. So
like the treasures that are in there and they don't
That
even know about it, you know?
that
yeah.
that picture, Ben, you have to frame it and put it in your room behind you somewhere. It looks like it should be on a wall.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, it is a super cool picture, man. That's a good idea. I may actually do that.
Hanging on Louvre. Hanging up in France in the museum, dog.
It belongs in the museum.
It belongs to the museum.
But yeah, man, it was cool. It just blows me away, like how, you know, prevalent the comic culture is overseas, man. People just love.
How was the comics? Were they beat?
Some, yeah. Some they don't have the same, you know, culture of like keeping them crisp and everything. You know what I mean? Like they definitely read them first. So they're not 9/8.
Do they have walls? Do you have like walls like us, like, you know, in the back where they have like higher end books?
A little bit, not to like the same extent, but they definitely have some stuff, you know, put up there, but not like these huge walls like you see in the US typically. But yeah, these are just all like, you know, Spanish versions of. But what's amazes me is that like they were doing like almost all of the books in Spanish. Like I just didn't realize they had kept it going for so long. I mean, there were just thousands of books there. You know, some of these were like 3 to a bag. Like when I grabbed it, I just grabbed it for the first book, but it ended up being like 3 of them in there.
Yeah. Now, did they keep so the Mexican version of Spider-Man, they kept the continuity where Gwen Stacy is alive. What about in Spain?
No, they did, you know, because I was looking at that. They had a lot of ASM from that era, and I was like, hey, is there like a big booty Gwen in here? But no such luck. They kept with the US continuity. So, but yeah, man, it was cool. it was definitely cool.
Oh, this one here, this Menara.
Yeah, that's nice.
They gave that to me for nothing. The guy's like, "Oh, you can just have this one."
Oh, jeez.
It's just I mean, I only had a couple hours. Like there was just so much to go through. I mean, like it's literally like unbelievable. But,
When the kid gets older, you retire in Spain, become a Spanish
you know,
comic book
dude,
collector.
I was thinking about it. Like the food was freaking great. The people were great. Like the whole vibe there was fucking awesome. Like, we had a huge dinner. We ended up buying it was me and my business partner, and then one of the guys that we work with in Europe. And it's like $100. I'm like, what? Like $100? Like, I'm coming from Monaco. I'm like, I can't even get a hamburger for $100 on Monaco. So,
Okay, so when did you get back?
Friday night. Yeah,
And-
Friday afternoon.
And Spain's like the number 2 country in Europe to retire into.
I can imagine, man. I mean, like I said, it's vibrant and friendly and like super affordable. So I can totally see it.
You got to have a monthly income of 2,400 euros. That's about it.
Really? Yeah. I mean, they definitely aren't trying to gouge people there. I mean, I was going to buy like a hat, and it was like $8 for a hat. You know what I mean? Like they don't. They're not looking to gouge anybody over there. So, but yeah, good to be back. Good to be back.
Hell yeah. All right. Okay, so with me, but first, Sunday, November 23rd, next freaking Sunday, let's go. Pittsburgh Comic Show. It's going to be me. It's going to be Dino. We're both going to be set up.
Nice.
I don't even feel like I'm ready, dog. I didn't do it. Like I haven't done anything, but I don't even feel like I'm ready, dog. I'll probably start getting ready maybe that Saturday.
Jesus. Maybe. I just figured, you know what? Let me just grab a bunch of boxes, throw a bunch of dollar books in there, and call it a day.
I'm only bringing like 17, 18 boxes, so it's only 2 trips with the cart. I got to run up the stairs, so it's not terrible.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hyped. I'm pumped. It's going to be a great time. But yeah, Pittsburgh Comic Show, Crown Plaza Hotel. It's going to be amazing.
Is it Saturday and Sunday, or just Saturday?
It's just that Sunday.
Sunday. So I'm going Saturday. I'm leaving here probably like 7 or 8, maybe, to be there by 1 or 2, and then hit around Saturday, putz around, and then Sunday. Obviously, and then Monday I'm coming back at some time.
Oh man. So we're gonna see Justin. We're gonna see Three Rivers. It's gonna be beautiful, man. I won't be able to make it. I'll tell you what. It goes on. Okay, so it's like twice a year. So the next one is gonna be in March. So you'll have another opportunity. But it's a good time. All right. So with me, last week, so it was the first week of the comic book rush. So we had last week, this week, and next week are like just really busy weekends. On Friday, I got really, really wired on energy drinks, right? Just a little pick me up, right? And I was good Friday. I was good Saturday, operating off of no sleep. And then by Sunday, the crash came, and I think I had withdrawals from the caffeine because I woke up with the nastiest migraine. Like it was bad. Like it wasn't even like a hangover or anything like that, but it was awful. So I'm just like, I'm operating off, and I've had like no sleep in how long? So I figured, you know what? Let me just have a week. Let me just take a week off. So, and this was the perfect time because Dino, he was out of it for Tuesday. Nobody was around for Thursday. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll just take a week off.
Yeah, I was fighting it off for like a week, dude. And Friday I didn't even go to work, dude. I'm like, ugh. I'd rather have it this weekend than next weekend, obviously. So I'm kind of
right.
That's my plan.
Yeah. So, yeah, and we're back. I'm refreshed. I had a lot of good sleep this weekend.
I did some breaks today. So
You did.
on the Escape, dude. I did some brakes on the Escape today.
Oh, you worked on your car.
Yeah, dog.
All
Took
right.
about an hour. Not terrible, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to work on my car anymore.
Yeah.
I used to like the cars that I had before the one I have now.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work on them myself,
Mm-hmm.
but this one I'm just like, I'll just let somebody else do it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was like I didn't do the one side because it was good, and then it was just after it's been whatever 15,000. It had it just was gone, so I just did them both. I'm like whatever, I just did them both. It cost me $100, whatever, an hour of my time.
Now I'm slowly like gathering back tools.
Are you?
So
Nice.
yeah, to where I may be inclined more.
Dude,
so
Harbor
to,
Freight, man. I know people shit on it, but Harbor Freight, man.
Yeah.
And the Milwaukee Ratchet. That's all you need.
Hey Josh, I won't be at GalaxyCon. Or at least I don't think I will be, because it's like a 3-day show, and I won't be there that first day. And if I'm not there the first day, then I don't want to be there the other days.
Speaking of cons, Motor City Comic Con was this weekend at my place.
Yeah. Okay. Were you there? I meant to ask you if you were there.
I did not go.
You didn't go at all.
No. So it's funny though, because on the news, remember that black dude who was with us at the last show me and you went with Paul, the guy on the left who would come by our booth, and he was on TV. He was on the local news, and he had it was funny, Cosmic Comics, whatever.
Yeah,
he's a nice guy. He had Ultimate Fallout 4 9.6. He had, I gotta remember the books he had. ASM 56.5. He was showing off Amazing Spider-Man 129. And Invincible 1, that's what he had showing off. He's like, these are all keys. It was funny. I mean, they are keys. I'm not saying they're not. It was just funny. Yeah, he's a good guy though. I love him to death. He kills me.
I hit up a little show today. Had some decent luck. Found this for $2, which not a bad deal.
I'm still perplexed.
Wow.
And
what time? Okay, so what time did the show start, and what time did you find that?
10. I probably found it like 11, something like that.
No kidding, man.
Yeah, something like. I mean, maybe it was even earlier. It might have been like 10:30, something like that. But and then shout out to Ray. He always hooks me up. He's like, I know you love those bubblegum covers. He watches the show, so if you're watching, buddy, I hope you're well. But he said he gave this to me, saying here for your bubblegum collection. So thanks, buddy, man. I hope the rest of the show went well for you. But yeah, he's a cool dude. Well,
I'll put it to you like this. Here's the books that I found today. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but here's what I found at the show today.
Hey, I didn't get anything, but once you start cracking one slab, you just crack the rest of them and say fuck it. So
yeah, when you told me you were cracking open
slabs, dog.
Yeah, you told me you were cracking open that first Gambit. I had to laugh.
I sat there and just slapped all the labels on the back and everything. Fuck it, dude.
Okay, so are you gonna press them out or just?
I mean, so the Black Panther, so the Uncanny X-Men, no, but the Black Panthers are legitimately 9.8. There's like nothing wrong with these. Legitly. I mean, I looked at them and I'm like, I got a 9.2 and a 9.4 somehow. Like, there is not one crease on this thing, like anywhere. How's it 9.2, 9.4? Like,
Vera just pissed. Like, why is this guy grading Tosin books?
Well, it probably is. I went just like this. There's like nothing. It's smooth as butter, man. Smooth.
No, I'm swimming in Omega Men 3s.
Are you sick?
Yeah.
I got rid of mine. My 9.8 gone.
I still got like 7 or 8 copies left, which I should probably have graded. Because the one guy, okay, so
I mean, they're still selling for a good amount of money too. It's not like
yeah. I sold one. Yeah, I sold one to somebody, and that was like my lowest grade copy, and he wound up getting a 9.8 on it. So I never think I have anything that's a 9.8 ever. That's my.
I do, but the graders don't agree with me. I'm be that dude. I'm gonna blame the pressure on it. No, I'm joking.
Right. All right, you ready to get into some sales?
Yeah, excited about this.
All right. Okay.
Lions are playing too, so I'll be kind of distracted, but it's okay.
I hear you. All right. So We've got, look at this, Phantom Lady. You know what? I forgot to turn my TV on. Okay, so we got Phantom Lady number 23, a CGC 7.0. So this thing sold for $10,850 after 20 bids.
Wow.
That's, I mean, we talked about this book before on the show.
Yeah, it's a great baker. I mean, it goes for a ton, but for me personally, there's so many more I put above it, but obviously the headlights on this one are what bring the boys to the yard, I guess.
But damn, I was like, I'm kind of shocked. But I mean, it's a nice 7.0, but
I mean, that's about right. Coming from all the sales from before it. So.
Oh, they're playing Philly. I can't stand Philly, so.
I love Philly, dude. I love hanging out with Scotty Reagan out in Philly, dude. It was great with the John Porks. Great.
Well, I can't stand the Eagles, so I hope the Lions beat them.
We'll see.
All right, next is Authentic Police Cases number 11. So we had a 6.0 that sold for $900. Is this a? Yeah, that is a Matt Baker.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so is anybody in the market for this for $900?
No, it's a little rich for. I mean, I love all these bakers, and I'll buy them all at the right price. That's. I mean, they're all starting to pick up. It's probably fair market value for that one, but I'd be hoping to find it for a little bit cheaper than that.
Okay, so which one do you like better, the Authentic Police Cases or Fritzy Ritz number 21?
That Fritzy Ritz is kind of a classic. I'm probably going with the Baker, but
I'm going Baker too.
Just feels like the market is deeper for Baker books.
This Fritzy Ritz number 21. So this thing sold for $1,000.
Yeah, that seems like a good score for someone.
Yeah, this sale just I don't know. I was just surprised by it. Like I thought a book like this would maybe go for like 5, like maybe 500 or something like that, but not $1,000. Actually, no, I take that back. I thought this would go for like maybe 300, something like this.
So it's interesting because GPA doesn't have any graded of 21 at all. I'm going to look right now and see if there's any graded of this book. Population report. There is 0 graded
for the Fritzy Ritz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! Okay,
it's interesting.
Just some knowledge.
All right. Hey, Heroes, do you think you'd be able to make it to Pittsburgh this weekend? This coming weekend?
No, I was gonna actually DM you guys. I got asked to be a witness for multiple CGC signings at Big Apple Comic-Con. That's same weekend.
Sick, dude.
As your show.
Nice.
And I've never done that before, and I had to fill out, the online form.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be working along with James from Hive Comics.
Yeah, James. Yeah.
So he's coming down into New York, and me and James are pretty cool with each other, and we smoke cigars together.
James is a hell of a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. James is doing. He already did it, but it's post, but it's okay. It's he did a big was it eBay or whatnot for veterans sale. So he donated all of So
he's the man.
He's a super, super cool guy, man. And it was either that or drive for 6.5 hours to Pittsburgh.
I get it. I get it.
Yo, that freaking 2-hour drive to Columbus, that kicked my ass.
I don't want to hear it, dude. I'm driving 5 for you. I don't want to hear it.
I thought Big Apple was this weekend, so it's next weekend.
It's next weekend, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this weekend, well, it's not a known show, but I was at a show called Route 110 in Long Island, and it was it's weird because it appeared to be a completely dead, diffuse show, like the first 2.5 hours, and none of my regulars showed up. Everybody must have been away or busy, and this one guy I met for the first time, super, super cool guy and a veteran, uh, very nice guy. We talked for a little bit, and I saw his veteran's cap on, and so I started blessing him. He was buying. Listen. He bought $1,400 worth of Mark Spears Monsters books off of me.
Jeez.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yes. So I just threw him a couple of really nice freebies and shook his hand, and I thanked him for his service. Very nice guy, and he's I think his name was Greg, and I apologize if I'm forgetting it. But I'm sure he'll DM me because we're following each other. Well, he's following me on Instagram. I got to look for his new follow and then follow him back. But he's a really cool guy, and he saved the whole show for me because man, it was so friggin' dead. I was sitting there wondering, what am I doing here? I didn't get any, dude. I got no friggin' sleep the night before. I was on McClay's show, and when the
Mhm.
show ended, Mark Spears jumped in the backstage, and we stayed talking to him in the backstage till 3:30 in the morning.
Jeez.
Yeah. But if but I love talking to that guy, and I love the information he drops and some of the future stuff. And so it's like I stayed with it. And then I realized in an hour I have to be in the shower getting ready
Son of a
to
bitch.
drive into Long Island for a show. And I didn't even load my truck yet. Like I literally had to do everything at 4:35 in the morning. So I just said, you know what, man? I soaked it up. I went into the shower. I drank a cup of coffee, and I just got busy. And I stayed busy all day today. And I don't know how I made it back home, but the minute I went to, I knocked out when I got home, and I set the alarm to go off at I think 8 o'clock, figuring I'd jump on and talk to you guys before you go live.
Mm.
And I just barely. I do like you, Merson. I did the alarm kept going off, and I just kept hitting, like snooze. Oh my god! But I really wanted to jump in and hear Ben's story about his trip. I was intrigued by all the pictures he was showing, so I was like,
Yeah,
let
well,
me get.
no international espionage or any nonsense like
Uh,
this. It was pretty straightforward for the most part.
Did you pull a
uh,
Mount V and you crush them in your backpack? You crush them all in your backpack, dude? Or do you carry
Me,
some
no,
clothes with
no,
you?
no. I got a system of packing them up, so
Okay.
Yeah, how did you
I just
get them
my
on the plane?
suitcase has a couple of compartments in it, and I just basically I stack them. Once you stack a couple of books, like they're not good.
Yeah.
The ones in the middle aren't going anywhere. So just wanted to put some of the lesser valued ones on the outside, and yeah, just stack the good ones in the middle. But
Hey, you have to, Carter, you got to get a soundbite that when we see Ben is away on travels like that, you got to get that soundbite where the guy goes, Jesus Christ, he's Jason Bourne. Something is up with Ben, man. He's like world traveling. He's got the cap on, the black hoodie, the book bag, and then he's starting international, problems over a book. I'm like, he's got the Italians looking for him. I don't know, man. There's
Jet
something else going on
flying,
with him.
wheeling
Yeah.
and dealing. I think he's just Ric Flair.
yeah, I wish my life was that exciting, man.
Hey, Ric Flair's going through. He's getting married to number 6 right now.
Good for him.
Mm.
That's hot.
He says he found the love of his life. That's what he said.
Dude, I could tell you real quick. I'm not today. I'm sure some of you guys might have heard of this guy called Mike Carbonero
Yeah.
out here in New
Yeah.
York, and he set up about 30 feet away from me, and I walked over there to say hello to him because he's like the first guy I ever bought a comic from when I was a kid, and so we have a lot of history. And I looked down in his little table cabinet, and I got to tell you what I saw today. Batman number 1, 2, and 3 all in the same showcase with a coverless Captain America #1, an Amazing Spider-Man #1. I'm gonna send you guys pictures. I can't. Yeah, This is why I was trying to wake up earlier so I can just show you all this stuff. Um, I There were books that I just couldn't believe. And then he actually offers me the Captain America #1 coverless. And so we started to discuss prices like I really truly had a shot,
Carbo's
it's
insane, dude. He is.
Yeah, I bought a book from him.
but
back
dude,
in
like
April.
like literally a month ago, I think, or 2 months ago, less than 2 months ago, he had a showcase with a Tech 27 in it, a Superman #3, a Captain America #3. Oh, he also had a Captain America #7 that had a missing half cover.
Mhm.
And I was just completely blown away. I did take pictures though. Like I even told guys, get the hell out of my way, because these guys were talking nonsense. I said, how do you talk nonsense standing over a Batman 1 and 2 and 3?
Dude,
Like this should be the conversation, right? Talking about these books. And but yeah, I told a couple of guys, I said, if you keep talking, because they were talking such horse shit, I was like, I'm gonna throw all you guys out of here. I said,
dude,
Huh?
Carbo's crazy, dude. Did you ever hear the lake story about Carbo at San Diego back in the day?
You said a lake story? Oh, you're
Yeah,
talking about
like
Sean.
like big lake. So
Yeah.
Sean's hanging out, right? And he's just watching, like walking around and stuff, not doing anything crazy. So all of a sudden, Carbo we talk about a book and like he's like, oh, can I hold this action 1 or something? Yeah, like an action 1 or something. And he's like, yeah, sure, dude. And then he goes, oh, I'll be right back. Dips out from the whole booth, goes over to this baby or something because somebody lost their baby, and like Leg's looking around, he's holding like action 1 in his hands,
Oh,
like, and he's like, he's like, what, he's like, I don't even want to touch this thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I could just like stuff it in my bag and walk, like if he was that type of dude, but he's not. And he's like, Carver just gave him like action 1 and ran away. Like I would be nervous. I'd be like, if I was a seller, I'd be like, I can't let you even look. I mean, I can have you look at it, but but
Dude,
I met Carver. That's how crazy Carver is, man. Carver just gives you, you're like, here, Batman 1, here you go, dude, and just like walk out of his booth, like.
Yeah. 2 or 3 years ago, he came up to me at a show I was set up in New Jersey, and he was just walking around with a briefcase. And he walks over to me and he says, hello, and he's looking at my wall. And there's always something like he's intrigued and he's making offers to me. But then he whips out, he goes, hey, check this out. Like, and I'm thinking he's gonna show me like some maybe trade bait for something I have. He whips out a file copy of Tech 27 slabbed. And and then he leaves it with me because he starts talking and he starts walking and talking with a guy. And I'm looking around at a couple of people. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna leave my booth here and walk away. I'm not coming back, But yeah, and then he comes back like an hour later to pick up the slab.
Right. Like, he's like, oh, I forgot I left this here.
But at least listen, he's the guy from Dos Equis commercial, like the most interesting man alive in comic shows. If you've ever met this guy, if you any of you guys never met him in person, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, me and Anna Love back in the day went up to him at Baltimore. We're just shooting crap with him. It was funny. It's funny.
Hold on, I'm redoing.
Matter of fact, Carter, I'm gonna just pause myself for a minute. I'm gonna send you the pictures I took of his table real quick. So if you want to share them real quick.
Okay.
All right. Give me 1 second.
All right, I'm redoing those slides. Okay. So which one would you rather have for the money? This X-Men #1 at 18,000 6.0 or the Phantom Lady?
I'm sorry, one more time.
The X-Men #1 at 18,000 6.0 or the Phantom Lady?
I'm going X-Men. I think it's got more long-term value. I mean, it is a Baker, don't get me wrong, but I'm taking X-Men 1.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the Baker's much, much, much more rare than the X-Men, but everybody wants an X-Men #1.
Yep.
And
we had somebody talk about Bakers back in the day and when we went to our show. Somebody asked me if I had Bakers. I couldn't believe it. Almost had a heart attack. I was like, "Are you Ben?" He was like, "Yeah, you got any Bakers?" I'm like, "I got this one," and he's like, "I'm not looking for that one." I'm like, okay.
For my own collection, I'd want the Phantom Lady. If I'm looking to move it, I'd take the X-Men.
Okay, just okay. So, but just for your collection.
Just for my collection,
Yeah.
I'd take the Phantom Lady.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Captain America, no, Avengers number 4, 8.0. So this is, what is this? $4,675 and an
Mhm.
8.0. You with that or no?
It's a great book. I used to have one way
Yeah,
back.
I don't care about this book. I hate to say it.
Me neither.
Like, trust me, I get it's a high grade. Don't get me wrong. I just
Yeah.
don't care about it. Like,
I understand that completely.
it's like for all these first Silver Age appearances, like Captain America, Wonder Woman, like all that crap. I just don't care about it. First essay, Silver Age, Supergirl, all that crap. I just don't care about it. I really don't.
Yeah, I
for
don't know. I think it's still kind of cool. I mean, it's his first Silver Age, but it's really the return of Captain America, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
yeah. I don't think I'm dropping $5,000 on it, but I can see the appeal. I can see
Okay.
the appeal.
And the Werewolf by Night's number 32 and an 8.5. I've got an 8.5 of this, so I was just kind of interested in what this thing was selling. Nothing more to it than that, really.
It's come way off its highs for sure.
Oh my gosh, you ain't lying.
It's still a super cool book, though. You know what I mean? Like,
I just wish they would do a cartoon of it or animate. I don't have to be a full live action. Just go to the anime. Like Moon Knight would be great in an animated series. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
He can do a lot more. You know what I'm saying? And you can just bend reality, and you don't have to worry about all that crap. And I think it'd be really great.
I don't know. He's still a badass character, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's carrying a series at Marvel right now. You can't say that for most characters.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Marvel. This is a book I've been after for a long time. Marvel Mania Magazine number 2.
Really?
Yeah, I've been after this, but I can never find it.
Interesting.
So this sold for $700.
Okay.
Raw. But yeah, I think it's the preview of Conan. And on top of that, it's a great, like, black and white, black and white cover, So, yeah, I've been after this.
That's cool, yeah. My camera keeps going in and out. I don't know, there's something weird going on with my computer. Do you see me like going off screen like every couple of minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on,
but you're still listening?
Yeah, I mean, my screen goes black. I can still hear you guys. Like, my entire computer screen goes black. And then when it comes back, like, my camera's been turned off, and it said, like, I get a message saying, there's a camera error or something.
Okay. All right. So we got Moon Knight number 1, 9.6, this Sienkiewicz.
Okay, I had this book. I did 9.8 back in the day.
All right. Okay, so which one would you rather have, this Moon Knight or the Fritzy Ritz?
The Moon Knight, I think. It's always been such a tough one to get.
I'm going Fritzy Ritz on this one. I know it's crazy. but I'm going Fritzy Ritz on this one.
Dude, okay. That's like a modern.
Yeah, but how many people are looking for, like, I mean, how many people besides the guys on this panel, like, how many casuals are looking for this book? You know what I'm saying? That's my problem.
I think it's well known enough in the circles where yeah, I mean, this one is.
I guess I'm biased.
It's one of those mega modern ghosts. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm biased because I have one of these. I guess I got a raw for like $200 too back in the day, or $300.
Yeah, your opinion always gets a little swayed if you've had it, but
yeah, I'd love to have it back. I don't know if I'd pay $9.49 at 9.6. Yeah, Joe got his first steal.
Okay, so which one would you rather have, the Moon Knight 9.6 or the Space Vixens in the 9.8?
Moon Knight.
That Space Vixens is a steal.
I'm tired of seeing it. I have.
Yeah, I'm a Moon Knight guy
I'm
on
gonna
this
be.
one.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I have like 3 of them now, and it doesn't do anything for me anymore.
There's 2 versions of it though, right? So
Yeah, I have both versions.
yeah.
There's like it's like a price variant or something like that, or
There's something at the top on
Yeah.
one of them.
yeah.
For me, this is like one of the few Dave Stevens I don't have. So
Yeah, I didn't realize I had the 2 different versions because I never had them in the same box or the same area, and somebody else picked up on it. So, oh yeah, so it's gonna start off slow. I took the first picture, which is this. This is like this is his soft nothing that he had,
Yeah.
and then it gets stupid. He's got a Spider-Man #1 there, 4.5.
man, those are beautiful.
Batman, I think that was an 8 and 9, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, I'm sorry, a 5 and was that a 5 and a 6?
6, 5, and 6. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 O's, 8 O's, blue labels. It's like,
And that
yeah,
5, it just
it
looks
doesn't even
perfect.
it doesn't even make sense. You have to see these things in person though. And the next picture is really gonna mess you up. And if you look at the restoration on them, it's so irrelevant. Meaning, like, I would still take them regardless.
Yes.
You know,
Was it
grade-
professional resto, or is it someone just fucking around with it? Like
it's basically the type of shit you would find on a Golden Age book, out in the wild. It's like whatever people were doing back then to make their books look a little better. It wasn't like somebody was trying to be deceptive or like, yeah, I'm gonna get over. It was just probably the way it was found, and then somebody just said, hey, this book looks great, which it did because it's a 6.0 and the other one's a
Mhm.
7.0, and the other 2 are what, 8.0s. So they probably just submitted without even thinking, and these had something going on with them. I didn't read the labels because I was just so blown away by seeing all of them together like that I just didn't give a shit. You know, I was just enjoying. And then, like I said, there were guys talking absolute bullshit over the table. And if again, what they were talking about wasn't even legit comic talk. And I was looking down at this, and I just said, "You guys got to get the fuck away from me with this. Like, if you're not talking about these books, stop talking." And look at the next. I believe there was I want to say First Human Torch in there, coverless. I don't know what that coverless Superman is or whatever that was underneath
Yeah.
it. Because what I moved to next completely grabbed my attention, which was Speed Comics. If anybody's ever seen that cover, it's an amazing. I'm sorry, I should have asked them to move that over, but it's an amazing war cover. I just love to see when like these superheroes are like tackling a tank from back then and like lifting it up, and it's all of that going on that cover.
Did he let you go behind the booth?
Oh, he lets me do whatever I want.
Yeah,
Like I
same
said,
thing with me, dude. He
Yeah,
was
this
like,
guy-
"Yeah, dude, just fine, whatever, do whatever you want, dude."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh boy."
He lets me do whatever I want. It's just I couldn't really stay there too long, and that's the coverless Cap #1.
what was he
Yeah.
asking for that?
He had 20 grand on it, and I don't know if that's, to me, that sounds like it could be reasonable. If that's the type of thing you'd have to play the Dino game and go hunting for a cover for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Which, with Golden Age books, sometimes, especially with a big book like that, if somebody finds a cover, it's definitely going to auction. So it's not like it's impossible to pair it eventually.
Yeah.
It's
You
just a
gotta-
matter.
Yeah.
It's a matter of how long. That's all.
Yeah, this is like you're just sitting on your eBay, not or be like Heritage Watch List or something. Be like,
Right.
Captain America 1 cover or something, and you just have to
Yeah.
every day.
Okay, so let's just say that you're gonna get the cover list for 20
Mhm.
grand.
Yep.
I mean,
Well,
you're
that
gonna pay
was
another 20 grand easy for the cover.
Well, first of all, that was his asking. That's not probably what I would have paid, but I would definitely, like I said, if I got the price I wanted, I would definitely grab it and then play the long game. And I'd be willing to pay up to 15 grand for a cover to match with this. And I think I can reasonably get one. It probably would look like a 1 or a 2, but
Yeah.
I'd be completely happy marrying a cover to this book.
Mm.
It is the first Steve Rogers Captain America, like the first time anybody's laid eyes on him in a book. And I just think it's, for Marvel, it's super, super, relevant,
Oh yeah, for
this
sure.
is
I
in
mean,
the same ballpark, not in the same category exactly as an Action Comics one, but it's in that same, atmosphere or whatever. It's, of course, I'm thinking complete. You can really compare it to a book that big of a, an Action Comics one. But and it may see that type of look one day. Maybe there will be one day a close to $1 million sale on a 9.0 or something, if it even exists.
I thought 9.0s did go for $1 million on this on a
It's
cap.
possible. I'm going to be honest with you. This book is completely off my radar. I don't even look for it because I already know I don't want to mess with my. Oh, this is something I had to show. This is an original first print of a Nightmare on Elm Street sticker album. This is Carbonero's booth still. And he had a case find of this is like, it's that little yellow piece of box you see next to it.
Yeah.
That's the actual the counter case that it comes in, and you open it up and it's like this, it turns into a display. He had this whole display of the original, like a stack of these, like about, I would say about a dozen of these Nightmare on Elm Street sticker albums, like mint. I mean, like send it straight to CGC mint. And then that next box is the unsealed box, but completely filled with all the original packs, never touched. That box is like straight out of, like, somebody ripped the cellophane off of it. So
Go ahead. Sorry.
he gave me that box filled with all the packs of stickers and 2 of the albums that are unused, and the box, the countertop box. And again, this is friend price. He gave it to me $50 for all of it.
wow.
Yeah.
So if you don't marry the book and you get a blue, like a 1 or a 2, going back to that Captain America. So a 1 old sold for 72 grand back in like 21. A 2 old sold in 23 for 114,000. So
there you go. So that's what I'm saying. If I get that book, even if I pay, let's just say, anywhere between 15 to 18 grand for that, right?
Mhm.
Coverless. And then I somehow manage to pull off a 15 grand. Like, if I'm into that book for 15 to 18 grand, I'm fine paying between 15 to 20 grand for the cover, because I know the potential value is going to triple if I marry it and get some kind of low grade blue label.
So back in 2015, their front cover only, it was like 5 grand. So you're about right. So if you say the front cover was 5 grand and the back cover only was 5 grand, we'll call.
Right.
Yeah.
But if they detect that it's married, they'll ding you with a green label.
So I wouldn't even do that. I would just, so what I would do is, like I did my Mr. Mystery, I would just place it on top and send it in, so it's attached. So
Right.
you're gonna get a blue label and then whatever the grade is.
Exactly. Yeah.
You wouldn't marry him, like physically marry him. I wouldn't do it. I would just place it on top and send it in and get a blue label. And if you get a 1 or 2, whatever, 0.5, whatever it is. So
Exactly.
you just wouldn't make. I don't think you would make any money on maybe a 0.5. So I mean, you just have to look through it all, and like you have to be careful with books like this, obviously, and count pages and all that stuff. But even a 1 was like 72 grand. So I mean, theoretically, I mean, you make some money. I'm not saying you're gonna knock it all apart, but I mean, you make a quick 10 grand probably after you grade it and everything. 10, 15 grand. I mean, that's not bad by any stretch of imagination. So.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Heroes, he's thinking about it. The Carbo up, dog.
Hey.
Give him that offer, man.
Dude,
See,
I got the numbers.
But I always thought that I would because when I would ever see like a married cover CGC, it would just be a blue label, but it would say married cover.
So it can be different. It can be different ways. It can be green. It can be blue, conserved. It can be green. It can be purple. Usually you get a green. Most of the times you get a purple too. But
okay.
But
remember
I
this?
I have seen cases like Dino's where if you marry it and the grade is low enough, sometimes they'll just give you the blue and grade down for the detached cover. I mean, it's in some cases, if the front cover and the back cover is the connecting, like basically it's like a just detached. I
Mhm.
think he's still standing a shot at a below 3.0 blue label on
That's
pretty
yep.
much anything. So
That's what I got. I got my Mr. Mystery. I got like a
yeah,
3.5, I think, or a 3.0.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry for cutting you off, Carter.
No, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, does anybody remember this
I had
Black
a ton of
Manta?
these. I had a ton of these books. So
Hmm.
I found a collection back in Nashville. It was Aquaman 1 through like 50 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I had Aquaman 1, I had 35, I had 29. I had like and then I started stacking 35s back in the day for like nothing because nobody cared about Aquaman. My Aquaman 1 got like a 5 or a 4 back in the day, I think, or something. Or it was pretty decent. 3.5 maybe something like that. It was low considering that, you know what I'm saying? Then like high or 7 or 8. But I had a bunch of these books. I sold them for like I think like mid grades 4 or 5 for like 5 or 600 finally after the movie, Black Manta finally came out after like the 7th Aquaman movie. So
So this is Aquaman 35 CGC 9.2. This sold for 1,200
yep.
after 28 bids. I don't know if I have any more copies of this left. I don't know. I could have swore I maybe like this and Ocean Master. I might have like a copy of each, or I might have just gone through them all. I can't remember. But yeah, I thought this was interesting.
So
12.
the high, you want to hear the high?
Yeah, what?
$4,000.
Holy crap. What year?
Like 2018. Yep.
I knew this thing came down, but damn, okay. And Invincible, like I don't get the prices on these Invincible books. They
No,
feel like it feels like fuckery afoot, but I guess they're genuine. I don't know.
Oh, no. I mean, these are tough. There's all of these. There's the Darwin Cook one that goes for crazy money for this issue. This ratio. I mean, this is Invincible stuff is just out of control right now.
Mm-hmm.
It really is, but I'm just okay. It's like I kind of understand it, but then I kind of don't. But maybe I'm just hating because I don't have any more Invincible books. You know what I mean? So, all right. And okay, so which one would you rather have? This Deadpool Run the Jewels or the Aquaman?
I'm gonna run the Jewels guy because my wife collects Scotty Young. I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Scotty. I think that book just has more appeal.
Okay.
How many people walk by a booth and say, "You got any Aquaman books?"
Yeah, right.
Dude, Scotty Young line always massive at every convention, dude. Signing in and stuff.
Yes.
This is another one of those like big modern variants. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's next? All right. Just a high grade Werewolf by Night. Why do I have two 32s? I won't talk about that one. But number 3396. So this sold for 2,000.
Yeah, man, that's a nice grade for that book, man.
All right. So which one you taking? This or the 9.8 Batman Adventures 12?
That's a newbie.
Harley. I'm thinking,
No,
it's a regular.
Regular.
The regular. I just don't fucking care about Harley. I really don't fucking.
Yeah. I didn't have a 9.8 at Harley. I got that for like $20 back in the day. It was like a 9.92, I think, or something. But I'm taking a Harley over the Werewolf by 933. I had that book too, but not that high of a grade. Taking a Harley.
Okay. All right. Spidey 129, CGC 9.2, $3,000. I've got one in the 9.2, so I was curious.
You letting it go for $3,000, dog?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I couldn't see me doing that.
I saw a sale of a 9.0 signed by Stan Lee today. The dealer came over to me and asked my opinion about. He wanted to just bounce off me what I thought it should be priced at, and I told him signed by Stan, and it was a White Pages 9.0 yellow label. I think I told him to put it at 4K, and I think he wound up selling it for I want to say 3,800.
Nice.
So, because he kept saying, we really couldn't nail down. There was no 9.0 yellow label in the census that was trackable. Recently,
Mhm.
most of the high grade stuff really got sold during COVID. So it's like you really can't refer back to those prices.
Yeah.
So we bounced around between 9.2s and an 8.5 just to kind of gauge what those were selling for. And so it turned out to be good advice because somebody within 2 hours that he priced it, he sold it at 38. So good for him,
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
All right, Spawn, Black and White. I don't know. I've never been that interested in owning this book.
I
9.6.
had this book in a 9.8.
Yeah.
I
9.6
saw, I
sold for
saw
6.
Raw digging for like 500 and just I wasn't that interested in
So
any of
it's always the back. The back gets a rub on it because it's all black on. I mean, it's all black on the front, but it's all like straight black on the back. So you get like a bunch of color rub on the back of it.
Yeah. And the Saga #1. This is basically what it goes for. A 9.8 for a 300.
I miss this book.
So it was such a great read back in the day. Such a great read.
I'm yeah, I've got a 9.8 of this, and I'm just kind of waiting. All right. Star Wars Thrawn #1 for 300. So which one would you rather have, this Thrawn Raw or the Saga one in the 9.8?
I don't know. I'm kind of
I'd go after that Thrawn. It's such a cool cover.
yeah. It's probably the right call, but I just don't. I don't know. I just don't know what kind of legs Star Wars has right now, but I don't know. I kind of like the Saga.
Okay. Batwoman.
Can
Number.
I
Sure.
ask you guys a quick question? When you guys set up at a show, and this, even though Ben, I don't know if you set up as a dealer at shows ever, but when you go to a con and you're at a table, do you ever hear anybody say, "Hey, you got any sagas or any Invincibles or something that's killing the children?" Do you think those books are internet strong and not con strong, or is it just
No, I think it depends. So for me, it's like I think Invincible. I've heard people say Invincible because of the show.
right?
Like Saga, not really, but Invincible because of the show. I think so. It just depends on if it's made across kind of.
Well, so
Yeah,
so
I mean
basically,
Invincible. I mean, I don't sell, but people are looking for Invincible everywhere, right? I
okay.
mean, I had a guy. He bought a collection, had a stack of Invincible at his store, and they were gone by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Mm.
See, like, like I recently won a whatnot sale from a friend that was running Invincibles, and I usually never even touch them because it's like, usually the numbers that are even where you can even bid on them are like in the 80s to 100. But he had this cool lot that he put up. He had 4 different variant covers of issue number 100, and they were all like dead mint. And he started at $1. And I won it for just under $100. And everybody was telling me that each one of those books are probably 50 to 60 bucks standalone. So I brought it to the con today just to test that out. Like, I didn't even price them. I put it on top of the table, and legit everybody who walked by was asking me, what do I want on those Invincibles? And they don't ask about that shit with me, but when they see it, something just like my Something is Killing the Children #1, I don't really want to sell it. I think I'm just gonna have it do a gentle press and then send it to get graded because I feel like it's a 9.6, 9.8. But I'm like, I put it on the wall just to kind of like see what kind of attention it gets, because I do have like 1 through, but I actually have the whole run. I just don't have all of the 3rd, 4th, and 5th prints. And so I'm trying to like see, do I still get involved with this when it is brought to me, to buy? So I put it out and I try to gauge interest, and everybody wants the Something is Children #1 if they see it. But if I don't put it
Yeah,
out, I never get a question about it. So
yeah, because I mean, I don't know. People, I don't know. I don't. How do people for books like that, but people just go out asking for them. Like I don't usually ever ask anybody for anything. I just go look.
Right.
You know, it's like anything
Mhm.
else, out of sight, out of mind, right? If it's up there,
Yeah.
right, if they see it, they're gonna inquire.
Mm.
Nobody's really. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm blown away, like when you guys show these prices, and I'm just like, is this something more like if people see it on not live sales, but like eBay sales, and they're like they put it on their watch and they bid on it. But if I had it at the show, is anybody going to give a shit? Should I buy into it even more? Because there's times that people do ask me if I want to buy like small lots of Invincible, but they're random numbers. It's not like the number one or anything like that. It's usually just random numbers throughout the series, and I'm just like, I'm just so nervous because I'm like, who's gonna give a shit that I have like issues number 30 through 85, you know? And plus, I'm not that familiar with Invincible. I don't know what the keys are. I would have to sit there literally and look up every single one if I did grab them or before I even paid for them. So that's the only reason why I'm reluctant to even mess with them because I'm just like, I really don't know if I'm making a mistake buying these books and bringing them to a show. And then is it going to take me a friggin' year? Like, I have a Futurama collection. I remember everybody used to talk about Futurama with like, you know, gold. I have a whole friggin' run from issue 2 to whatever. And it's been sitting in a box, in a short box, just collecting dust. And they're all like, you know, eights and 8 to like 9, 8 O's to 9 O's. Nobody ever pulls them ever, and they see them because they look through all my boxes. So I'm just wondering, like, is this something that it's internet strong? Should I just put all this crap, this new crap on
You're
the
gonna get
internet?
more eyes on it, right? I mean, yeah, it
Yeah.
just depends on who's at the show, like anything else, I guess.
Mm.
All right. Batwoman number 30. I never see this book. This the Mad variant.
Mm-hmm.
I've been
They're
after
tough.
this. Been after this for a long time. $90.
Really?
Yeah.
You've been after that book, dude. Scotty Reagan, he was doing a whole run of these back in the day. All these Mad books, they're tough. A lot of these are tough.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
And you would think they wouldn't be, but I don't know. Were they not short run, or I don't know if because they weren't short run. I just don't know why they're so. Is it? There's a lot of Mad collectors, you know.
Yeah, some are, some aren't. It's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, and one of my favorite books, The Eltingville Club, number 1. I would never have known about this book unless I did Hot Book Alert Live, but sold for $129. I'm not mad at it.
Impressive.
Love it. Love this book. All right. Is there a reason why this book? So this is Absolute Batman number 1 first print. So this is getting up there in price. It's selling in probably like the $90 to $100 range.
I wonder if she doesn't move mine, man. I remember when I bought this.
Mm-hmm.
I was out that there were stacks of these at stores, like stacks of them. I think there's talk of an animated series for this book.
Yeah, I saw a teaser for that series you're talking about. If it was legit, it looks really, really good. But like Ben said, I bought a stack of these at last year's New York Comic Con. I think I paid just around cover price, and I put one out for $15, and it sold like in 2 seconds. And then every time I put one out, I sold the entire stack within probably 40 minutes. And I think I bought around 8 or 10 copies, somewhere around there.
I had a feeling that this book would do something just because of the Ultimate Spider-Man number 1.
Right.
I had a feeling, but I made an effort to try to find this book like the day that it came out with no luck.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my LCS definitely still had them, and then there's another shop I go to, and they must have had 100 of them on the shelf like that Saturday or something.
I think what the appeal is on this is the introduction of his rogues gallery are all really cool. Like the first Absolute Bane and Absolute Killer Croc. Now the really big one everybody's anticipating is the Absolute Joker, which they've made. There, it looks like they're making around 15 different covers. And I just think it's making people, and then of course the constant talk about how great the read is. And I did read, I stayed with it for about 5 issues, but I'm not really a DC guy, so I kind of I buy all the issues, I have them on my pull, but I really don't care. I'm just doing it when I get to a certain number with the run, I'm just gonna flip the whole run at a show maybe. But I think it's because of the constant resurgence of really cool first appearance of the Absolute villains. They're really, really well done, all of them. Like when I see the art on Mr. Freeze and Killer Croc, they're really well done. Kind of like the Ultimate Spider-Man world when he was doing all his stuff. Look how hot all that stuff was every time somebody was doing the villains or just the story arc was interesting, So, and then that animated series, I think if it is what I saw, which was looked like appeared to be a teaser, it looked really, really damn good. And I was just like, somebody showed it to me on their phone, and I was like, wow, that looks great, So,
Well, I don't have any copies, so
get one. It's not
I'm
hard.
good.
They're out there.
I'm good. I'm not. I don't want to pay a premium.
I think the one to have gotten was the I want to say that what's his name, Dragoda. Am I saying his name right?
Yeah.
Dragoda. What's it called? The dress variant. What do they call that variant where they show all the different angles of the new armor and all that stuff?
The design.
Oh,
design,
yeah.
He has a design variant that's really cool looking, and I remember it being on the wall at my LCS, and I just kind of like looked at it, and I didn't pull it, like, because again, I'm not a DC guy, but I kind of wish I did because it's a huge book now.
That was a store exclusive, I think.
Oh,
there was
probably. Is that like a one per store or something?
No, I think it was just like a store who did 1,000 of them or something like that.
Okay.
And then you did Catwoman. They're both selling for big bucks.
Yeah.
There's a Catwoman too, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think this has legs, kind of like the New 52 Batman. Like, I think one day, like, it's just going to be a solid run or a very collectible run, regardless how many years pass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Is Ultimate Spider-Man #1 from the early 2000s? Is that going for anything anymore?
No, but so Bendis is coming back to Marvel. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Oh.
And he's just starting out with like a short, like a quick short story. But the buzz is that he's going to relaunch the Ultimate Universe. So that may breathe some life into that book.
Well, the white variant gets still some good money if you get like a 9/8 slab.
Yeah.
So
I loved Ultimate Spider-Man when it came out, man. I would not miss that book like every week.
All right. Next is a 9/8 Amazing Spider-Man 601 for $775.
Man, that's wild what this book is getting up to.
Okay, so which one you taking? This or the Newsy Superman 204 9/8?
Take the Newsy Superman because I already have the other one.
Okay, you're starting off fresh. You don't have any of them. You don't have
probably
any.
Probably still the Newsy Superman is far, far, far more rare.
Yeah, I think it's a tougher 9/8 for sure.
I know this is a book. Well, yeah, this 204, like I've never seen ever in a newsstand.
Oh, I have a copy of the newsstand, and I've had before. It's just always had a tick or something going on with it. So,
for which one, the Spider-Man or the Superman?
The Superman newsstand. I've had them, over and over again because that just seems to be a book that always finds me. But I've never had like a 9/8 candidate of the newsstand. I've always had some kind of a nasty spine tick somewhere or a dog ear somehow on it somewhere. So I don't even bother trying to grade it. But
now, if you're asking me if the Spidey was a newsstand versus the Superman, I would take the Spidey newsstand in a second.
For sure.
If we're comparing Newsy to Newsy.
Batgirl 23. This book seems to be coming into its own. So this sold for $72 raw.
Yeah, it's a classic Middleton cover. It's beautiful.
Modern classic.
Yeah, it's a beautiful book.
Was this ever on Long Story Short?
Yes.
It feels like it was.
I'm a viewer. Yes, it was.
Okay.
But this is, you guys, Ben talked about this, Middleton's art a lot when his run was pretty consistent after this one. Like he was just hitting some beautiful covers. And I remember Ben covered about 2 or 3 of these issues on one particular episode.
That's right.
So
yep. Okay. Yeah, I remember that now. All right. But I love this cover.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. This is weird. Like, okay, so this sold for what? $1,150. Kid Colt, Hero of the West, which later becomes Kid Colt Outlaw. So this number 1 sold for base $1,100. Okay. The price was strong enough for me to, feature it, but I don't see it, but okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't drop that kind of money on that book, but whatever, to each their own.
Yeah. And it even got no hose on it. Got to have like a showgirl in danger or something like that. You know what I mean? Something. Marvel Spotlight 2, First Werewolf by Night, a 9.4 sold for $1,800. Okay. And Gen 13 bootleg number 18 Bruce Timm variant. So this sold for $600 in the 9.8.
Yeah, I love this book, man. Love it.
Okay, so which one do you like better? This Gen 13 or the Superman newsstand?
Probably still going with a Superman newsstand, but because I have a couple of those Gen 13s. Just because I'd assume it would be a tougher book, but they're going for about the same price, so what the hell do I know?
Okay, so the Gen 13 or the Amazing Spidey?
It's a hard one when you have them both. The Gen 13 probably. Bruce Timm's stuff just seems just really collectible for a lot of people, and and I know for a fact it's a tougher book than the Campbell, which is not taking anything away from the Campbell at all. So.
Real quick about that newsstand Superman 204. I was watching Stein's Hot 10 show, and Stein and Brian were talking about that sale, and Stein was able to track the last sale previous to that one, which was also a 9.8, but the seller did not mention in the title of the sale that it was a newsstand, and the label didn't say newsstand, although the book was a newsstand. This is probably before CGC was acknowledging the idea of newsstand being on the label.
Yeah.
And so it sold for $150. That was the previous sale. So that's why when you compare, would you take this or over that? I'd probably take the one that consistently sells for the $750 over the one that has a one huge sale when the previous was $150. Although the previous was a fluke, it probably should have sold minimally for $400 to $500. But it was kind of a fluke sale. I think the guy just fucked up the listing and didn't.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of people who don't give a shit about the new, like dealers who don't give a shit about the newsstand thing, but I like them. And,
I would like to see a couple more sales that high though before I start.
But how many 9.8 newsies are there? I mean, it could be the only fucking one.
Probably, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the only one. There was one previous, unless that's the same one and the guy flipped it and made a huge profit. So
yeah, somebody listed it as a non-newsy, and
right.
Somebody probably was like, "Holy shit, I can't believe this," and grabbed it without even thinking.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite cover, one of my favorite variants, X-Men number 19. So this sold for $350.
Man, this book is getting up there.
Love this book. Love it. Love it. Okay, so I'm not gonna do a comparison. Oh, I tell you what, which one would you rather take? The X-Men or the X-Men Raw or the Saga 198?
The
X-Men.
X-Men Raw,
X-Men Raw for me.
because
Okay.
it's just a tougher book.
Okay, I remember when this book was easy $1,500. This Batman Beyond #1 in the 9.8. So this sold for $615.
How the Mighty Have Fallen.
I don't know. I always feel it. I feel it'll bounce back at some point. I'm not worried about it. Wolverine 310, the Stephen Platt sketch, sold for $2,009.6.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Tough
Oy
book.
vey. Oy vey. All right. This is one of my favorite covers. I listen, I have a lot of favorites, okay? And I have favorites because of different reasons. Vampirella Fairy Tales, a lot sold for, so what was this? A lot of 10 sold for $385 after 40 bids.
This is not an easy book to find.
Mhm.
This is not an easy book to find. I'm surprised someone had that many of them. That's probably a decent pickup because you'll work to move them, but you'll make your money back and then some on that.
I like how the boobs are just kind of sticking out of the copies. You see that?
Yeah.
It look like dog noses. But yeah, I appreciate this. I'm not mad at this sale. And True Love Pictorial.
I was looking at this book. I was pissed when I was looking at this one.
This sold for $2,200. This is a great cover. Okay, so which one would you rather have? This or the Wolverine 310?
Probably the Baker, but that Wolverine 310 is a tough book, but probably the Baker. I'm gonna go with the Baker.
Okay. And we have a set of Edge of Spider-Verse variants. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 125 Greg Lands. They sold for $2,000. You think that's a deal or no? Assuming that they're like, nice near mint books.
I mean, number 2 is the only one that really goes for really anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I thought number 5 might have gone for something.
A little bit, but I mean, yeah, I'm not saying they're nothings, but I mean, like, the only thing noteworthy really is number 2, and I felt like that book had fallen, or you could have gotten it cheaper than that.
Yeah.
It still gets, if in a slab 9.8, it still gets very, what I call respectable sales. That would have to be a 9.8 candidate, like for me to pull. I mean, to even think about bidding $2,000 on that lot.
I understand that.
Because
Yeah.
I don't really think, like Ben said, I don't think anybody, it's those are all irrelevant around it. It's all about that number 2.
Yeah. All right. X20. One of my favorite variants. X23 #1 raw copy sold for $125. Delato sold for $600.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's a classic. A lot of big moderns being covered tonight, but that's another one.
Love it. So which one are you taking? This or the Superman 204 Newsy?
Probably still this. This is a tough one. Probably still the Supes, because what hurt that X23 is that they reused the art on another book
a few times.
Yeah, so
they have a Lamole, they have a convention foil, they have about 3 or 4 releases of that cover.
But it's
And They all look great, though. To be honest, I've seen them in hand, and I do like them. But Delauto definitely killed it on that cover. That's got to be Ben. Would you say that's like his top 5 or top 3? I don't know.
It's up there. He's got some bangers though, man.
I know he's got so many. He's got so
Yeah,
many.
it's up
Yeah.
there.
Mm.
It's definitely up there. It was one of his strongest ones for sure.
Mm.
For
Mon-
sure.
Monster and the Wolf Kickstarter number 3. I had to listen. I love this cover. I'd never seen it before last week, and I had to throw it in the thumbnail. It was so cool. I had to throw it in the thumbnail.
That is a badass cover.
He's done a Kickstarter for issue number 3 of this already.
It's the set. It's 1, 2, and 3. It's a 3-issue set. So the entire Kickstarter is for all 3 issues.
Oh, okay.
And the current issues that are being released have been tweaked, and the different panels and the different, like, probably a little twist in some of the pages as far as he changed it up a little bit. So the Kickstarter is different. It's not like it's a different read. Same book, same story, but just he changed it up by the time it got to him finalizing what he was actually going to go to print with.
Yeah,
But
I hadn't seen this. It's pretty freaking cool.
the covers on these, I'll show you real quick. These are the ones I received already. I'm purposely staying off of eBay because I don't want to get tempted to buy something that I'm having potentially shipped to me already. But these are some of the Kickstarters from that run. So this is like that Marvel anniversary cover, right? This is a really cool Frankenstein monster cover. This is a 3D cover that he ships to you with 3D glasses, right, of the Phantom. Then you have another 3D cover from a Wicked of Oz series he did. This is from his trading card set that looks amazing with the 3D glasses on. This, I think, is an homage to a Werewolf by Night cover, if I'm not mistaken. But
Probably.
Yeah, it looks familiar.
it is really friggin' nice, and I love that skull in the moon with him howling at the moon. Such a great cover. And then this is just another cool Frankenstein monster cover. And then this was a foil of that.
The Q Man.
It was called that Black Friday special offer that he allowed Kickstarter backers to buy, limited to 100, and on the back it's signed by him and numbered to 100 by hand. So it's really, really amazing. And I have like probably a good portion of the rest of the Kickstarters on the way, which is why I would have bought that book for that price, because that is ridiculously cheap. And I have the trading card to that cover art. It's really, really nice, and I can't wait for mine to show up.
Oh,
But that's a steal though, 170. That's ridiculous. That's
damn.
cheap.
Okay.
Minimal, that should be 350 like right away, because it's
Oh,
a
geez.
Kickstarter.
Yeah.
You know.
All right.
Pro-
Next is what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say there's probably less than 100 of those.
Ah,
from
damn
the
it.
Kickstarter. So
Damn it.
Yeah.
Monsters number 198 sold for $750. Okay. All right. Okay. ASM 14. I've got one in the 7.5, so I was interested in seeing what this was going for. Sold for 5,800. Okay, I'm not mad.
it's good too.
Yeah. And Hulk 181 9.0 sold for 6,296.
I feel like that's heading one way. Like it's really just keeps trickling down, right? Right? Does it feel like that?
So many
though?
of them. Yeah, there's just so many of them out there right now, and there's nothing really to get the excitement going. But it'll catch another wave at some point.
It has to, because I have a graded copy, triple sign at the show today, and I had a raw copy with the set, which was 180, 181, and 182. And everybody was asking to see the raw copies or questioning me how much for the triple signed. So it gets a lot of love, it gets a lot of discussion and people, a lot of interest. I don't think it's going to ever be a dead book. It just seems like maybe it's just normalizing. It's still coming down from the COVID crap, maybe. So, because I do remember before COVID, maybe a year or two before COVID, I was getting 8.0s for like 1,600. So I'm not saying it's going to be a 1,600 book again. I just think that the price is still normalizing for certain big books.
Yeah, you need a jolt to the character to get the
Yeah.
prices going
Right.
again, because
Mm.
if you want one, you can always find one.
Yeah, it's
Well,
there.
Aren't they talking about releasing a movie of a Hulk versus Wolverine movie?
He's been talking that for a
It's
while.
it's supposed to be like Hugh Jackman's like last Wolverine appearance. I think he said he would do that if they're doing it. I did hear that they were actually doing it, so which is why they teased it in Deadpool, I think. So
I would love to see it. Get Mark Ruffalo's punk ass up out of there.
yeah, please.
He's such
I
a
would take-
wiener.
Dude, I would take Ed Norton back in a heartbeat.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
I couldn't even imagine. All right. Marvel Mystery Comics #2. Restored 6.5. Sold for $9,400.
Yeah, it's an awesome book, man.
It is, yep.
So would you take this in a purple label?
I mean, depends on what the rest of it was.
Yeah. I don't think I have it.
If it's just like glue on spine, I would snatch it up. But if
Yeah.
it's like trimmed, I'd have to walk away from it. Trimming really disturbs me for some reason.
I totally understand that. Yeah, because like with certain pulps, like you'll get a blue label, but it'll say trimmed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was so commonplace back in the day. It wasn't even like meant to be restoration. It was just like people who, it wasn't like they were trying to pull a fast one. They were just
Right. You know what it is because those covers always were a little bigger than the book, and it was always that the cover was like flopping over the side of the book because it was such a thick square bound. So that I think guys like Ben said were just trying to clean up the book. It wasn't like, oh, let me go deceive everybody.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, when I see guys trying to sell me pulp stacks, I'm like, I don't know, bro. I said I kind of take the ones I like because I'm like, I'd rather just leave it raw because I like them. Matter of fact, I bought some nice ones today. I don't have. They're in my boxes still in my truck. But I'll probably I'll send the pics to you for the next week's show. But really, really cool pulps I picked up today.
Edward Norton's Hulk wouldn't have lost to Thanos. Facts.
Truth.
Facts. Okay. Here's 2 books that sold this week. So we have the Monsters Infinity Gauntlet. So I would say this Raw was a great sale for the seller, and the 9.8 that sold for the exact same price was a great buy for the buyer.
I sold this book today.
Really? Which one?
The one that you're showing, the Infinity Gauntlet Monsters Raw.
You sold it raw. Nice.
Yeah, $180.
Nice.
Considering that the 9.8 is selling for less.
Well, I didn't know about these sales.
That's so weird. This is weird, man. 2 days apart.
I had it up for $2.25 because that used to be the trending sales on it.
Yeah.
And I think I had that price maybe a month ago, and I just put it out on the wall for the hell of it. And like I said, I had one power buyer that came in and bought $1,400, and this is one of the books he took.
Okay.
So.
Shirtless Bear Fighter, the 1 in 15 Scotty Young. So this 9.6 sold for $539 or $540. Okay.
After it's an obscure book, man, and Scotty Young obviously has his fans, so I'm not surprised.
Which one you taking, that or the Delato Raw?
Probably the Delato. Like I don't really love that shirtless. I always look for it and hope to find it when digging, but I don't love it personally.
I think artistically, the Delato makes sense, artistically.
Yeah.
But the rarity of the Scotty Youngs, the ones he does have that are just like you guys call them ghost, unquestionable. But the artistically, Gabriel Delato has to be, for me, take
a look at this. Casper the Friendly Ghost #1 from 1949. This sold for $3,200. $3,526.
Man.
I'm floored by this sale. I'm freaking floored.
All right.
Okay. Rex the Wonder Dog, number 4, First Detective Chimp, 5.5 sold for, let's just say $2,000. Damn it.
That's a cool book.
Ugh. And Mitzi, now this is a title I've never seen before. Mitzi's Boyfriend.
It's a weird. She gets the top billing, but the book's about her boyfriend.
Okay. But this just sold today. And number 5 sold for $300, which I thought was interesting.
It's the
What
kind of
would you?
book I would buy for the right price.
Yes, good, really good cover. So which one would you take? The Rex the Wonder Dog 4 or the Wolverine 310?
Probably the Wolverine 310.
Still?
Absolutely, the Wolverine
Okay.
310.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Another Batman Beyond number 1. Power Girl number 6, one of my favorite covers. This sold for this 9.8. Power Girl 6. This sold for $500 in the 9.8. That's it. I don't know. I'm not mad at this price. Good price. And Batman 66 number 5, Dave Johnson variant. This is a book that I've been after for quite some time.
The variants from this series are tough.
Yes, I never come across this one, but sold for $130.
It's respectable.
Young Blood, the 1 per store variant. So this came out this week, and
It's selling well. Wow.
yeah, I'm kind of shocked by it, honestly.
I mean, Rob Liefeld, man, he's a
Well,
great
hold on.
spokesperson for the industry. I mean, we love him or hate him, like he does love comic books, you know.
What was the drop price on that? Like, what was the release day price?
Oh,
It wasn't cover, right? It had to be like a 40.
No,
book.
so these 1 pers usually go for like $40-$50
Right.
when I see them, typically something like that.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I bet you he's got this on his Whatnot live sales, and he gets huge money for when he puts the signature chisels signatures on those.
Oh yeah.
He's probably making a killing on these right now.
Oh, I'm sure.
What would you rather have, the chisel or the Todd?
Depends on the book they sign. I think Todd has more of his books are more sellable as
Yeah.
far as money. So I'd probably go with Todd if I'm looking for making money at some point.
Well, he's much less polarizing, right? Than
right.
Yeah.
But Liefeld, I do have a personal enjoyment of his stuff because it reminds me of a time in my life where I was a little bit out of comics at that point when he first came into the scene, and then his rendition of all those guys from Image, all of their renditions of their characters and Spawn Ones and Youngblood just brought me right back into the comics again.
I was always drawn to his art. I mean, you know, you can see why.
Very exciting work.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it felt like something you could just take a bite out of, like as a kid, you know. It was just something about his line work.
It was definitely fresh and new for the time, you know.
Yeah,
it didn't age particularly well, but at the time, it was.
I remember reading the okay, so back when they did it was Rob and Todd, they did the crossover between Spidey and X-Force, right?
Oh yeah.
And somebody in the fan page, somebody in the like the letters page said, "Don't let Todd do X-Force again." Like they preferred Rob's art over Todd's, so Todd McFarlane's. So there was that time.
I lived it, man. I lived it.
Yeah, it was fun. Loved it. All right, Invincible. Some more Invincible. I'm not sure what the hell these are, honestly.
Check this out real quick. I was trying to I got to tell you this story. I met him at New York City Comic Con for the first time in person. I think it was around 2003.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get him to do the goofy Captain America because he
Yeah.
asked me, and this is back when like nobody was at his table, like he was just a regular guy.
What year was that?
This is 2003 right here.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So, but he already had released that goofy Captain America with the big chest.
Yeah.
So he had asked me because my cousin is a friend of his. My cousin did some work with Image back in the days, and so he made the introduction. And I was just hanging out, so he was just throwing me a bone, like giving me some. And plus, I bought some original pages off of him. But he did this for me. So when he asked me what did I want, I said I want Captain America, like a profile of him, like this.
Yeah.
And he gave me this, which is I love. It looks great.
Oh,
But
that's awesome.
I was really kind of hoping he was gonna do the big chest.
The
That would have
big
been that would have been the legendary if I had that in this book.
Oh,
This
yeah.
book is these books that you see and on eBay for like $250, which is crazy. This was my book back in 2000. And what I used to do is any artist that I had in the book, I would get them to sign the book first on the outside. So
That's
that's
sweet.
yeah,
Holy
so
crap,
I have
bro.
like everybody on here. I've got Steranko, Neil Adams. This is a Walt Simonson signature. This is how he signed at one point. He would incorporate like characters in his signature. That's Romita back when he was doing Return of the Monster, Hulk. And then let me show you this real quick before we go. I'm sorry for kind of slowing down the show. This is Dave Cockrum's last commission art before he was hospitalized in New York. And then he couldn't, that's when I think he died like less than a year later. But he was hospitalized in New York after this show, which was a Carbonero show in the basement of the church on 16th, I think Avenue, or 16th Street, I mean. And so I had him do a Colossus, and he was super, super nice to meet in person. But unfortunately, he felt ill, and he wasn't able to fly back home, and he had to be hospitalized. And he had he had insufficient funds to like even fly home and get proper treatment. But let me show you real quick this other thing that I had done, because my cousin was friends with all these guys from Image, and I have a really cool Jim Lee because he had asked me. When I met him, he did a Punisher for me.
It's really nice, man.
And
That's like a $6,000 sketch now.
I know, right?
Probably. And this is all like free stuff. Back then, all of these were pretty much free. Like this is the guy who first did the art to Resident Evil. Like he did.
What
he was
the
at
hell?
Yeah, this is when he did that. What was that? That Test Run magazine that he did for Sega, I think it was. He was at the show, and when I saw he's at the show, I said, "Are you doing commissions?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, because I was already in law enforcement at the time, and this was like one of my favorite characters in the video game. I think his name was Hunk. He was a SWAT team guy that actually had like a name and a personality. And this is the big, whatever he mutates into, I forget his name for Resident Evil, the main boss, Yeah. But anyway, these books are cool, man. When you see these things on auction, man, buy these, because there are sometimes, if you get lucky, you'll get, Mike Turner in here, certain sketchbooks, and Campbell, just killer stuff, man.
Holy
But when I see them end for a few $100, it's like I don't know what it is. I don't watch them, but I should get into it, because I would love to buy a book already filled like that with original art.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right, we're in the pulp hour. My favorite time of the night. All right. What the hell is it? New York Nights from September 1936. Look at this.
Man,
that is beautiful. So this sold for 180 after 16 bids.
Steel, complete steel, man. That's all.
Yep, that's a nice one.
Damn, got the little cat. Got a cat cover too. Oh, that is so beautiful. Next is American Detective Fact Cases. So this is July 1937. Bondage. Is this a long story short worthy book?
I mean, they all are, man. They all are. Yeah, you just send them to me. We'll throw them on for.
See, this is like a preview of long story short right here. And God, dude, every single I'm just like in love with each one for different reasons. Official Detective Stories, October 15, 1936. So this sold for $36. So you got the woman with the bloody knife. She did it. Or so they have you believe. But yeah,
$36, man. You can't miss on that.
Yeah. What I like, all like mid-30s.
Yeah,
Great
man.
female covers.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right. Pocket Detective, September 1950. So this sold for $44.
So cool.
But that's one of those mini.
I don't think it's a full size pulp. I think
yeah.
It's like a digest size. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still cool though. Great art.
So that sold for 44, and then you have Uncanny Stories that sold for 130. So this is 1941. Nice sci-fi cover.
Yeah, very cool.
And Weird Tales, of course, Weird Tales is gonna sell for a little something. September 1933, and you got a nude bondage cover here. So this sold for $676 after 31 bids.
Yeah, man. Margaret Brundage just killing it on these, but cool. I mean, that's really all. The red on that. I mean, that's amazing.
All right. Okay. Daring Detective, November 1937. So this only sold for $25. That's interesting.
Fell through the cracks, I guess.
Well, it was a buy it now, so. And Daring Detective, 1951 bondage cover. So this is March 1951, sold for $70. Let me take a look at this one.
That feels like it should go for more, right?
It feels like it. Look at that.
Tortured Death of the Captive Maid.
I like the placement of the ropes to enhance like the the titty squish there.
The braless banana tits.
It looks like this is a photo cover, ain't it? It looks.
No, that's paint.
It almost looks like it's one of those ones where they would paint over them.
Okay, yeah,
possibly.
That's what it looks like. Okay.
Well done, though. Very cool.
And this one, like not the most thrilling cover, but the fact that it's from 1914.
Yeah, man. Holy shit. Okay. I was at a store and they probably had 200 pulps from this, these Argosy pulp. And I was looking for the one that you got with the devil and the machine guns or whatever.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it, but I mean, for all I know, this was in there.
Okay, so this is Argosy March 1914. And so this sold for $950. And so what, a Lovecraft? What do you think? Like a fan letter or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Appeared in this.
Wrote a letter to the editor or something.
Argosy March 1914. Let's see, Lovecraft, Lovecraft. Okay, so I guess we'll look at this together. Okay, all right, so we're going to zoom in. Okay, the March 1914 issue of The Argosy contains a letter to the editor in verse by H.P. Lovecraft titled Ed. I'm not pronouncing that. But okay, he did not publish any fiction in the magazine at this time. Okay.
All right, so letter to the editor. All right, cool.
All right, sweet. So if you go back, how close was this store that you went to?
This was the one in San Diego. We had talked about it. So
Okay. All right.
it's not that close.
All right. Detective Tales 1935, October 1935. So this sold for, how much did this sell for? $162. And I want to get a better look at this cover here. This looks like torture.
Yeah, there's something going on back there.
Chinese torture. Okay. Even the woman got a piece on her. All right. She ready to do something.
She might get stabbed in the neck there.
I know, right? Oh man. Okay, good cover. Good cover. All right. So that sold for $162. Black Mask, May 1938. So this is the same month as Action Comics #1. And this sold for $175. Let's take a look at this. I'm not mad at this. This has a Casablanca type feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Cabaret singer. Okay, and Terror Tales, March 1941. So this sold for $259. I want to take a look at this. So it looks like she's being hanged or strangled. Or okay. So she bondage cover. You got the ghoul right there.
Really well done.
Wow. You got rope titty placement right there.
What is going on that cover? There's a guy she's tied to the. Oh, forget it. I don't.
It's like everybody's just kind of doing their own thing. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, but how did she get in her situation with a person fighting at the door and another person about to stab her in the fucking head?
Yeah.
She shouldn't have come into this house to begin with.
Right.
I know. She was doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing. All right. Okay, so proper slideshow here. Crime Suspense Stories #6 from 1951. Johnny Craig hanging cover. 94 total on the census. 6 9.8s, so probably file copies. Okay, so we had a 6.0 that sold for $1,300. Is this the type of book that you guys are after?
I don't mind these. I just bought one the other day. Not this one, but this one is not one that does it for me personally. But I can see why some people might be drawn to it.
It's not even like the gruesomeness of the broken.
I mean, it's cool. I just think like if I had to pick my spots on these, I don't know if I would go for this one necessarily.
Okay.
Which one?
Yeah, I don't need this in a 6.0 at 1,300. I would be perfectly happy at 3.0 on this.
Yeah.
But these books almost have an appeal with a little bit of that low grade look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever notice when guys do even like Spears does it when he does these throwbacks of like homages to Golden Age books, they purposely put weather damage on the book.
Yeah.
Yes.
So apparently for collectors there's an appeal to that, you know. So I mean, I'm fine with a 3.0 on this book. at
That's
probably
why when I buy my Golden Age, I like him in like that 3.5 to 5
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
kind of stuff. I just like a 9.8 of this, an untouched file copy of this is not.
Yeah.
I can understand why I would go for a ton, but it's I don't know. It's just something doesn't feel
Right.
as real about it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to do a close up of this.
Oof.
Is this? Okay, so this is painted
So
of the American Detective.
Justin Shannon says this is like first proof or early rendition of AI.
Come on.
Painting over photos, you know?
All right.
I'm thinking she might have tied herself up there. She's got the rope in her mouth. Like, did she
Yeah.
tie herself into those knots?
She's trying to fuck over the husband or the boyfriend or something. Yeah.
God dang it. I love this cover, man.
I like the little subtle bra showing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with this shit.
Yeah.
So we saw that one.
I'm waiting for Carter. You're disappointing me, man. I'm waiting you here to say the nice thick white girl tied up.
And I'm not going there.
Usually when I'm watching the show, you say all this funny shit. I'm on here now, and you're holding back, man. Come on.
I'm doing it on purpose.
Okay. Because usually when it's just you and Ben talking about these covers, I'm cracking up when I'm listening to you guys talk back and forth about these.
This one looks like Molly Ringwald.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, you're right.
Good call.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at this.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Pocket Detective. Did we look at this one? I don't think. Close up. Damn.
She's about to get fucking slit.
That's almost a shame that it's not on a full size, cover.
Yeah, I would love to see the original art for this.
Yeah, and I think you guys can get where I'm going when I say this. I guarantee that Bruce Timm can kill this cover.
Oh God, that's what
Right?
it looks like, doesn't it?
Look, that's what I was gonna say. It looks like it should be a Bruce Timm cover.
Oh.
Yeah. That whole shadowing on his face, like
Yep.
he just looks like a Bruce Timm thug, like doing some dumb shit to somebody.
Yeah. It looks like he could have done this cover.
Yeah.
This one. I wanted to take a closer look at this one. The New York Knights.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
She's got one shoe on, one shoe off.
Yeah, they're doing a little foot fetish on the cover, teasing the toes and the kitty cat in the picture, the innuendos,
What does it say underneath there? Why doesn't he come?
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of innuendos on that cover.
Hell yeah. Okay, and what else? Terror Tale. We saw that one.
What does the book cover say? I'm sorry to bring it back. What does the book cover that she was reading say? She has a book on the floor next to her.
Oh shit, that's right.
I was wondering.
Love Mad.
Oh, Love Mad? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a naked, a naked figure like on the spine.
Yeah.
All right.
Great. I can love like mad, but why doesn't he come?
All right. Terrifying Tales, number 13 from 1953. LB Cole cover. 83 total in the census. With the highest being 19.6. And so we had a 4.5 that sold for $1,150.
Way cheap.
Really? Okay.
Feels low for this.
Heck
this
yeah.
feels like one of the bigger LB Cole books.
Yep.
So if you see this at a convention, you're stopping and
buying at $11.50. Absolutely. In that grade slab, yes.
All right. It has that classic.
I love it. The Hellfire, the devil, and all the little what is that? The voodoo witch doctors in the background.
Yeah.
The girl it's just all the boxes are checked. The Terrifying Tales trade is just beautiful with the black background.
If you want me to say something offensive, the white girl in the jungle, that's always appealing. But the black girl in the jungle, it's just like, bitch, you on your own. We're moving on.
man.
All right. Gem and the Holograms. Number 1. So this is the Art Germ cover from 2015. It looks like a convention variant or something.
It's a
Event
tough
variant.
book. Yeah, we've talked about this book years ago. I mean, way back when, but this has always been a tough one.
Yeah. All right. So 34 total on the census with 10 9/8, 11 signature series 9/8, and a raw copy sold for $112 on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad grab, but
Yeah. Considering that it is Art Germ
yeah.
and Jim and the Hologram. This is a book I've never seen this cover before.
I have a feeling these IDW gem books were like either very low printed or just maybe not a heavily ordered run.
Oh, for sure.
Um,
For sure.
Somebody, I bought a collection of blanks before New York City Comic Con, and I had them to the show. I didn't price them yet, and somebody was fingering through my box, like a friend who just knows a lot of everything. And he said, you know, that blank gem goes for like 50, $60. And I said, I would have never known that. I would have put, you know, $5-10 on it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why when you showed this, I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe it's just the entire run is just very tough, you know? I don't know.
I mean, a lot of them don't go for anything, but
Right.
there are a few in there that do.
Okay.
But I like this cover.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right. And X-Files season 11, number 7. So this is you remember when IDW did those Valentine's Day variants, because I know there's at least one for G.I. Joe.
Yes.
That kind of goes for a little something. And so we have this one here. The hack variant. And so this came out in 2016. No CGC data on it, but so we had a raw copy that sold for $50, which is to me that's respectable.
Yeah.
So I'm not
I
mad.
would buy this. I would definitely buy this if I saw it.
But I there's got to be other IDW titles that did like the Valentine's Day, but I really can't think of any, or outside of that G.I. Joe one.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, so yeah, probably those Valentine's Day variants would be worth checking out if you ever come across them. And that's it. We're done.
All
We're done,
right.
everybody.
Good show. I got to get some freaking sleep.
Man. So you're jet lagged. So how much of it was a struggle to stay awake?
What, for this show?
Yeah.
I'm all over the place. I don't even know. I just know that I got to get some sleep here at some point. But I between the jet lag and the freaking weird time in Spain being like they're up all night, like I don't know where I am, like in terms of jet lag. Like, and so just need to try to get back on track here. So
I totally understand. Okay, so we did Hot Book Alert Live. We're back in the swing of things. Okay, Tuesday flip side. Long story short on Thursday. We should have some good books lined up there.
Yep. And then it'll be Sunday again before you know it.
Yeah, I might even have a comic book haul. I've got my books ready.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Never
miss them. Never miss a Carter comic book haul.
All right. Okay, so we're going to bed. We're gonna get Ben tucked in, and then we're gonna swing back around to an all-new Hot Book Alert Live, everyone. So thank you guys for watching. You can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, BSing about books. And this Sunday or next Sunday is the Pittsburgh Comic Show. Check it out. and come see us. The gang's going to be here. We're going to be there. And we'll circle back around on an all new Hot Book Alert Live. All right, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night.